This is not a drill. Stop what you're doing. If you are standing, take a seat. If you are sitting, this is no time to sit. Get on your feet. If you are on an airplane using that really expensive Wi-Fi, well, congratulations on being a baller. Also, stow your tray and return the seat to the full upright position, because this is a big deal. What I have here, I know it looks like a hot mess, but this is a max rate iron farm, trading hall, and split density insta-kill raid farm. Now, I know that's a lot of adjectives to put into one farm, but believe me, this is going to be worth it. Oh, and did I mention all of this is done on Sim 4? Yeah, you heard that correctly. Sim 4. Now, some of you are really impressed and some of you are confused. Some of you are thinking about skipping to the next video. Give me just a few moments of your time and I will explain why it's a big deal. First off, what is split density and why does it matter? Well, simply put, mobs have caps and some of the caps are related to density checks, and density checks are where the game checks in every direction in 4 chunks from the chunk that the mob is attempting to spawn in. Now, why is this important? Well, this is important because if you can have the raid spawn in different density check area from the outpost, you can continue to spawn captains even if you haven't killed all of the pillagers yet. This means you can get closer to that theoretical max rate of 30 raids per hour in an insta-kill raid farm. So let me demonstrate it real quick, exactly what I'm talking about. So for instance, let's say the outpost is in this chunk and that's the spawn spot right there. Now, if I can spawn the raid in 1, 2, 3, 4, if I can spawn the raid here in this 5th chunk, then that will continue spawning captains, even if there are pillagers alive over there. Does everybody understand that? When you see a lot of people talk about split density mob farms, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about on things like Sim 6, you can have a farm here, and you can have a farm out here. And you can have 5 of them, 1 in each direction. You can have 5 split density farms. This is what people are talking about when they talk about split density. Okay? Now that we understand that, let's jump back into it. Now, let's talk about all the parts. You see the golems down there fighting with the ravagers? That's pretty funny to me. Anyways, let's talk about all the parts. Now, we have the kill chamber here. And located underneath the kill chamber, we have a trident killer. You probably can't see it down there. It's not the greatest. I need to work on some. I need to actually just ask some people and get some better designs. It's a really old design. But you can see there are pillagers still alive down there. And underneath here is a bed and a villager, creating a separate village. This is a dump village. And above us we have the iron farm village, the spawn village, / raid village. Because this is an insta-kill raid farm also. Now, if you remember from my last video about the beta iron farms, you know exactly how this works. We have 4 villagers here. They can see the beds, 20 beds. And across the way here, we have stretch our village. Now, ignore the glass for now. We'll get back to that. We have 16 villagers here we could trade with if we wanted to. I didn't especially work on their trades because this is such a demo. But what I want to talk about is the outpost. And this is where the split density part comes in. This is a 4 spawn spot outpost. And that is north. So this is like the original one. And then this one is in a different chunk from him. And this one is in a 4th chunk. And then this one's in a different chunk. All these are in different chunks. And where this chunk border is between here and here, these 2 are 1 chunk away from these. Now, if you only had 2 spots, you could do it. You would have this one and this one, or this one and this one, and then you would build it from here, and you would get rid of that one. Because see, I still have them marked. I just have them where they don't spawn. They're blocked. So, since these spawn spots are in different chunks, we have 16 blocks here, 32 blocks, 48, 64 blocks. 65, 66, 67, 68 blocks. And because we're over 4 chunks away from the closest spot that a raid can spawn, we are in a different density check. Does everybody understand that? We are in a split density situation here. So let me get rid of this glass because the raids will 100% spawn on that. And let's see it in action. Alright, let's turn on the Trident Killers. Wow, bad omen right away. Interesting. This is actually our spawn spot. This is actually the 44th block, if I remember correctly. You can stand here or here, wherever you really want to, but don't go further this way. You can't see the raid spawn anyways because you're out of range. Even if you use the spyglass, they just don't render in. You can occasionally see golems spawn and fall out of the iron farm. But the fact that I know for sure 100% there are still pillagers down there and we're still spawning bad omen means that we're in a split density situation here. Next time we spawn a bad omen, I will fly down there. See? Look at that iron golem spawning. So funny watching these iron golems spot these guys. You see all these pillagers? That's so funny. And like I said, if this was a tutorial, it would be a little more polished. I know the world looks like a disaster. I will put this up for download if people are interested in it. I will do eventually a tutorial about the split density raid farm. I'm probably not going to include the iron farm into it because I don't think that's going to survive the beta. But I did a tutorial on that iron farm type already. So feel free to combine the two if you want to. But I will do a tutorial about this split density raid farm. So thank you for watching. I thought this was really interesting. I thought people might be interested in it. I will do a full tutorial at some point, but I just now finished this. So if you were on my Discord, you saw it a little early. Some sneak peeks of it. And if you're not on my Discord, then links in the description. Thank you for watching. Bye.